Yo, what's going on everyone? It's Coda Dean, and we're back with another build video for Diablo. Today we're going to be on the Druid, and we're doing another level 25 build. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So we're actually going to go for a transformation build here. I was using like Storm Strike and stuff like that, but I just love transformation. It's so awesome. It's cool. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go with Maul. It's a little bit weaker, in my opinion, than Claw. I personally would go Claw, but I've been having a lot more fun with Maul just because you get a little bit more Fortify, and it does have some good range and stuff to it. So we're going to go ahead and grab Maul. We're going to go with the first node, Enhanced Maul, of course, that fortifies you. And then we're going to go with Fierce Maul, that increases the range and radius. And it's actually a pretty significant buff. This one is okay, but it only has like a 20% chance. If, in my opinion, if there's anything that's less than 50% chance, I kind of try to steer away from it. So the range and radius of this is very, very nice. I would definitely grab that. We're going to come down here to our core skills. We're going to go ahead and grab Shred. This thing does what it says. It shreds for sure. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Enhanced Shred. It increases our attack speed and it heals us every time we strike an enemy. And then we're going to go ahead and grab Primal Shred. I like the... So your Shred actually gets a second and third dash. If you read it up here, your first attack only gets the dash, pretty much. But now your second and third attack also gets the dash, which is great. And, of course, your Shred's critical strike damage is increased by 20%. Really, really good. And we're going to talk about a little later why we also went with this. This one is okay. Maybe if you're doing more of the poison side of this kind of build with just a werewolf, I would definitely grab this. But just to be able to dash between enemies and stuff like that, maybe get out of a fight. If you're fighting an elite, you could dash to a smaller enemy that doesn't do as much damage. So, pretty good. Then we're going to come down here to our defensive skills, and we're actually going to grab Bloodhowl. Your potions can only really do so much for you. So I personally would always, every class gets defensive skills, of course, but I would always grab some kind of healing. Fortify, yes, is really good, but you need another type of healing. So we're rocking Bloodhowl. Of course, this just heals you for 20% of your maximum life. And of course, we got to grab the Enhanced Bloodhowl. Kills reduce the cooldown of this, which is great. Then Bloodhowl also increases your attack speed by 15% for 4 seconds. Now, this would be really good because you get Spirit, so that would means you would have to use your basic attack less. But the reason we're not running this is because, like I said earlier, Maul to me is a little underwhelming than the Claw. But since we're getting that attack speed, it's going to be attacking kind of close to Claw attack speed at least. Now, here's where this comes into play. We're actually going to be running this. Basic attacks generate 12% more spirit. So since we're getting attack speed, we're going to run this. That way we get our spirit back faster. That's why we're running the attack speed. So, of course, you got to grab Heart of the Wild to get to this. But then here's this. Wild Impulses. Your core skills cost 9% more spirit, but deal 15% increased damage. That's a pretty good buff. So our Shred is just... My bad. Our Shred right here is just going to shred, of course. Alright, so now we're going to come down here. We're going to go ahead and grab Poison Creeper. I know this is a Shapeshifting build, but Poison Creeper is just a really good CC ability. It also poisons them over time. We're going to go ahead and grab the Enhanced Poison Creeper, of course. And then our second node is going to be your critical strike chance is increased by 20% against enemies strangled by Poison Creeper. Now, the first thing I do when I pop Poison Creeper is, remember earlier, we get the 20% strike damage, critical strike damage from this. And we're getting 20% critical strike chance here. So as soon as we pop this, we're going to go straight into our Shred and then just dominate everything. It's great. So now we're going to come down here to our Wrath skills. And I'm actually going to go ahead and grab Trample. I like to, I know you have Shred to bounce between back and forth and enemies and stuff like that, but I think Trample is really good for just die-hard situations. Like, if you're on the urge of dying, you need to get out of a fight, or you need to knock some enemies back to get away from you, Trample is definitely going to do that for you. So we're going to go ahead and grab Trample. Makes you unstoppable, charge forward, knocks enemies back, like I said. And of course, we got to grab the Enhanced Trample. Deals 150% bonus damage, but the bonus is reduced by 50% for each enemy hit after the first one. So take that with a grain of salt. And of course, we got to grab Natural Trample. Casting Trample grants 20% base life as Fortify. That's another form of Fortify. So with the Werebear, you're getting Fortify all the time. So that's another thing with Maul. You get Fortify too. So you're going to be stacking some Fortify, and of course with Bloodhowl, you're going to be healing. So that's why we didn't grab this, because we're already generating Spirit with our basic attack enough. We don't need our abilities to get a Spirit for us. So now here's where it gets interesting. We're going to go ahead and grab Quick Shift. When a shape-shifting skill transforms you into a different form, it deals 15% increased damage. Of course, this is lowered for every tier that you have pointed to into this. The reason we grab this is because I just want to go ahead and get the early damage off as much as I can. You could, instead of this, you could go ahead and grab like Lacerate. That's what I would do. This is a really good skill. You just dash 10 times between enemies and just do a whole bunch of damage. Of course, every time you critically strike something, remember, like I said, if you're using the Poison Creeper, as soon as you pop that, you can pop this instead. And the critical strike chance will just blow through the roof, and you will heal as well. And then your Lacerate's initial strike is guaranteed to critically strike. So you will get that initial heal if you grab Lacerate. But, you know, if you don't worry about it. You can go ahead and grab Quick Shift. That way you can get some of the early damage and stuff, because, like I said, Maul just was a little underwhelming for me, but this is the most fun that I've had on the Druid. Shape-shifting is awesome. It's up to you guys what you want to do with this right here. I would go ahead and grab the early damage right here, but, hey, you can get heals and a lot more with this. But remember, it does have a 45-second cooldown, so with an early build like this, I would definitely go ahead and grab the damage. And of course I am running Earth and Bulwark. I don't have any points into it, but I am getting it from a gear item. So I might as well just run it, right? So, all right, that's pretty much the build. If you guys want to give it a shot, go ahead. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.